we have a Bentley Flying Spur. I've always liked these cars, but this car really caught my attention. It's a good looking car. It's got some minor damage to the back that I think we can fix pretty easily. So let's run the numbers and see what we should bid this thing. It's of course at my favorite auction at Copart, 2017 Flying Spur. It's out of Colorado. It has the big boy motor and it's got the V12 6.0 liter. It is all-wheel drive, which is nice. Looking through the pictures of the car, it's listed with rear end damage. The back right corner, you see two different things going on. The taillight's pushed in, the trunk is popped up, which tells you that the latch on the trunk has been moved and then not allowing the trunk to shut all the way. And an even bigger problem, and I suspect strongly what totaled this car, is that it has a dent in the quarter panel. And this dent here by the fuel door is not a dent that's caused from an impact to the side of the car. That is caused by the rear end collision either pushing in, pushing the back of the car forward, or pushing it down slightly or pushing it up slightly. All of which are not good, but we've got a really good frame guy and I'm confident he could get that pulled out. So what do the numbers look like on this car? So we're gonna go over here to Viato, do a new appraisal. There's only one of these cars within 500 miles of us. So this is a car we're probably gonna have to go the entire country. We've got 5. In the whole country, there's 5 of these things. They're averaging $85,000. Our car, they also average 70,000 miles on it. So since our car only has 17,000 miles, it has a 12,000 mile add-on, which makes the car booking out at $97,800. $98,000 car. The day's supply on it's 84 days. That's a long time. Typically, when we have a car that's averaging up in that 90 range, it's a car we're gonna be selling at 68, 69, 70% of market. The car's market's 97,000, 98,000. We're gonna go 70% of that because the days on market is so long. And that puts us selling the car around 69,000. How much is it gonna cost to fix it? Bentley parts are expensive. That deck lid, well, first of all, you can't even get the deck lids. Bentley custom makes every panel for every car. So they don't stock door panels or deck lids. The only way to get them is actually order it and have them make it for you. Obviously, we're gonna fix it. It's fiberglass, but you can fix them. We've got a good fiberglass guy out in the body shop. The same with that quarter panel. The way those quarter panels, they're all gonna be custom built, but we'll take it to the frame shop, we'll pull the quarter out, we'll fill it. So we're not gonna be spending 10 grand on a quarter panel. Those 2 items alone at a Bentley repair shop with Bentley OEM parts would be $30,000. We're gonna do that for probably 10,000, including any repairs to the bumper or the clips or fasteners down there. Because most of that stuff we will be able to reuse. We'll repair it and reuse it. So this car is something I would want to be in the low 30s. We're gonna send off an email to the lady who does our bidding, to Josie, and I'm gonna put it at 31,800. That gives me plenty of room. If we do win it, then I won't be worried about it. I know I've got enough room to cover it because it is a Bentley. So let's see what happens. I just had a ping on my phone that said we won a car. I want to check my email. Now I'm anxious. We bid on about a dozen cars today, but was it the Flying Spur? You've won. Congratulations. 17 Flying Spur, baby. We won the Bentley. Oh my gosh. We won the Bentley, 31,000. We were close. We barely got that one. Oh boy, I don't know if I've gone crazy or if I'm a genius, but we've got a Bentley coming. It's an exciting day today at Northern Kentucky Auto. Our Flying Spur has just showed up. They came up and they told us that we need to unload it, which has already got me nervous. It's a Bentley. They're super expensive cars. They're finicky and it won't start. It's a ride and drive at the auction, but regardless, we're getting the forklift. We're gonna get the thing unloaded and see what's going on. Oh, it's going good. All right, so we got the thing unloaded, and I managed not to drop it or have any drama. It was a tricky car to get off though, because the guy's trailer had a pole that was right here, and he couldn't get the pole out. So I had to line the forklift up at an angle so that I was able to swing it and still go straight, which then had me cockeyed in the parking lot, so I couldn't get the forks out until I straightened the forklift back out. But we got it off. Usually at this point, I would forklift the car into the building, but this is a $100,000 Bentley. We're gonna take a little bit of time, see if we can diag it right now here out in the middle of the street. If we can get the car running, I would much rather drive it. So let's get some jump packs and see what we can do. We got 2 jump packs. It's just got a V12 engine. It's gonna take a lot of juice to spin it around. So I got 2 of them. Oh, that is a beautiful car. Oh, it even smells good. Nothing like the smell of fresh Italian leather. It has 17,000 miles on it. Here's how you open the hood on a Bentley. Oh, there we go. So we learned on that older Continental that the jump pack points are actually here behind the passenger side cylinder head. So we've got to get the jumpers down in there. Means I need a T25. All right, so I got the star tool, a T25. We got to take all these bolts off the top of the breather assembly for the passenger side, which then allows us to get the clamps in there for the jump pack. So the Flying Spur and the Continental are both the same car, except it's a 2-door versus a 4-door. So that's really the fundamental difference. They share a lot of parts, the front end, even some of the interior parts, drivetrain, all the same. One hidden down there in the corner. Of course, the engineers love to do that. Now we've got access to the jump points, which are right here underneath this plastic cover. So we snap that off, bam, there we go. So the negative over to the strut tower, positive, there we go. All right, 11.8, so it's not that bad. So let's try it with the 1 jump pack. If that doesn't work, then we'll try 2. Might have to keep this one for myself. Well, here goes. Immobilizer active, that's not good. And we've got nothing. Probably what we're gonna need to do, get out, lock the car, unlock it, and do the whole procedure all over again. Hopefully that resets it. Maybe the battery's dead in the key fob. Looks like it, because it's not locking or unlocking. Okay, so let's go replace the battery in the key fob and see what we got after that. All right, so we have a new battery in the key fob. We have an Audi that might not work anymore, but this one's got a good battery. Let's see what it does. Just really want to avoid forklifting this car again. If this doesn't work, then we'll do the whole lock, unlock deal again. All right, so let's see if it locks the car and unlocks the car. So lock, I didn't hear anything. Nope. All right, let's try it manually. Well, we've got a puzzle. We got something to try to figure out. All right, so we're going to try seeing if having the hood open is what's not allowing the car to lock and unlock. There, it's latched on both sides. I don't hear it. No, not encouraging. Now, we don't have a jump pack on it now, which, of course, doesn't help. Who knows? It's a mystery. I think I'm going to have to fork it. Just don't want to leave it out in the middle of the street all day. So, is what it is. On to the next step. The saga has gone on. It's now the next day. We had to forklift the Bentley up here. Had to call my trusted friend Mo at Mobile Locksmith here in Cincinnati. He does all kinds of programming for us. The guy is a genius when it comes to programming, engine computers, you name it. He's awesome. He came out here, identified that the key itself was not sending out a signal to the car. So it wasn't a problem with the car at all. It was actually the key. We had put a battery in it. It didn't fix it. He programmed us a new key. Unfortunately, it's an aftermarket key. So we will have to get a key from Bentley at some point. At least for now, we've got something that starts the car. You know, it works. Unlocks the car, opens it, and everything works good. So thank goodness for Mo. Bam, baby. Sounds good. Actually, this is the first time I've started it. So what, we've got a trunk open message. The door and the trunk are open. Obviously, the park light's on. I suspect strongly that's just the emergency brake. Here, let me release the emergency brake and the park light went out. So it looks like we literally don't have a single error message of any type in the cluster. We had to take the carpet out of the car because to program the key, he needed access to this body computer here, this controller. So now we just need to put the car back together and then we can get it in the shop and start diagnosing what we need to repair this bad boy. We got the Flying Spur back from the frame shop. Let's take a look at what they did. I am excited about how well this came out. I was worried. It's an expensive car. It's a really hard pull, but it looks great. I mean, really looks great. We already put the new taillight in. We had to fit that to the panel so you could pull it and shape it properly. So the light will have to come back out to do the body work, but we had to put it in there to do the framework. We've got the bumper cover back on, but I think the most exciting part of this job is the fact that we were able to get the crease out of this quarter panel. So when it got hit here, it pushed in the entire quarter and it had actually creased the car. So when they pulled it out, that crease just naturally came right back out. So really good work for the frame shop. Made the paint work going to be fairly easy. Just got to fill that and spray. It does get a little more complicated. The deck lid has been pushed in right here and has actually cracked the fiberglass. The deck lid is not metal, it's fiberglass, and it's been cracked. There's some very minor hairline cracks right here in the paint, which probably don't show on the video, but it's a $90,000 car. We will have to sand that all out and get that right. And then on the inside, it's cracked the fiberglass here and cracked it there. So the deck lid's gonna come off. We're gonna grind these cracks out, refill them with new fiberglass, and then paint it. Car's coming along, another couple weeks, and hopefully we'll have her sprayed and ready. The Flying Spur is out of paint, and I'm excited about this one. What a great job they did. Just couldn't have been better. I mean, it was a big risk, high risk car because of the price of the parts and where it was hit, but you know, the frame shop was able to pull it out. These guys did a great job. This thing looks awesome. I mean, we got all the body lines around this taillight, just really good. We were able to save the bumper. We're waiting on a tow hook cover that's coming from China. The only thing we've got left is this piece of chrome right here has a little damage to it, and that piece of chrome is $1,200 because it's a Bentley. Our interior guy, the guy's just amazing. He can do all kinds of overlays, whether it's burled wood or chrome. So he's gonna come in, repair that piece, and then paint the tow hook cover. I get to drive this car today. Looking forward to it. This is gonna be a fun ride. The Bentley Flying Spur is back from detail. Every time I look at this car, I just think about what a beautiful car it is. Hate to see this one go to the sales lot, but it is ready to go. Just a gorgeous car. I'm really pleased with how this thing came out, how the interior looks, the whole car. Just a dynamite, beautiful, gorgeous car. It's going to really make a showpiece at the sales lot. I'm looking forward to having it right inside the showroom where everybody gets to see it when they come in. Let's get it over there and let's go take a look at the numbers. I wanted to get upstairs, get a little bit of peace, get away from the shop for a minute to go over the numbers on the Flying Spur. What an awesome car. Love that car, love that car, love that car. That V12, oh gosh, I got to drive it several times. The power, that thing will flat out get up and move it. But regardless, it's gone. So let's go over the numbers. By the time we paid all Coparts fees, we had $33,167 in it. So it was a great buy. And that's really where we made the money on this car, is the buy. And that's because everybody else, just like me, is scared of Bentleys. Bentleys, Rolls-Royce, all the high-end stuff. They're just so risky, so risky. This car ended up working out. Let's look at the numbers. We ended up only having $5,250 into the recon, which was really low. We did great on this car. We transported it here from Colorado for $650. We had to have a new key made for it. The car was a run and drive car. They showed a key, but shows up here, the key doesn't work. It's not even the right key for the door. The auction claims whatever. So we ended up having to have a new key made, $650 for a key. We had a little bit of PDR work done on it. We've got a bunch of body shop labor in here. The paint alone, it was a special paint. The paint was $624. More body shop supplies for $84. Some more paint, that was another $366. Paintless dent removal, PDR guy was $195. More body shop labor at $710. Then we had to send the car out to our frame shop. Where that quarter panel was pushed in, we had to remove all the liners from the trunk and give them access to it. Where they pulled that quarter panel out and around the taillight, we spent $1,500 over at the frame shop. Then that was basically it. We painted the car, county clerk fee, and the detail. The detail on it was only $65 because the car was so clean when it got here. So all said and done, we had $38,400 in it. I'm going to put the car out on the lot at a really good price. It's a high-end car. You've got to sell those low. I'm going to put it out there at 71%, which is $65,000. That's a very low figure to go in, but it's going to be a hard car to sell. It's a high-end car that's got a rebuilt title. We're going to go at 71%, $64,995. I believe we'll end up selling it for around $60,000. If we can get that number, this is going to be a grand slam, hit it out of the ballpark, $22,000 contribution margin on this car. Love it. Hope we can do more of them. Scared of Bentleys, but this one ended up working out. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching it to the end. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel. I'm Matt Ryan. This is Northern Kentucky Auto.